An American with ties to Pittsburgh was killed in Ukraine. The advisor to Ukraine's interior minister identifies the victim as 68-year-old James Whitney Hill of Minnesota. He was among several people killed in a Russian artillery attack on civilians. His sister lives here in the Pittsburgh area, and tonight she spoke with Jessica Guay.
After the war started, Jimmy Hill talked to his sister who lives in Pittsburgh every day. She tells me he had a sense of humor. He was a helper, teacher, and peacemaker. Her heart was already sinking the last time they spoke a few days ago.
After he said that he had no way to charge his phone, then I knew it was, it was just a matter of, are we going to hear that he's in Poland safe, or are we going to get the news that we didn't want to hear?
Katya Hill didn't want to believe the news. Her brother, Jimmy Hill, from Minnesota, was killed in Ukraine amid Russia's invasion. Katya is an associate professor at the University of Pittsburgh. She says Jimmy was living in Kyiv and traveled to Chernihiv for his partner, Ira, to get multiple sclerosis treatment in a hospital.
When I was warning him about the dangers, he did not feel that the world would let this happen. Because, my parents raised us at the good in people's hearts. And that's really how he lived, and I think that's how he'd want to be remembered too.
Her brother was among several people killed when Russian artillery opened fire on civilians. Katya says he would only leave the hospital for food as he was trying to help others.
The helper, the peacemaker, looking for the good in people all the time and pushing them for their best.
Jimmy was a social worker and forensic psychologist and taught all over Europe.
But the Ukraine is where he fell in love.
One of his last assignments was teaching young police officers in Kyiv how to collect evidence.
So I can say one thing is that from day one, he could document war crimes going on, because he shared that.
Jimmy Hill was 68 years old, leaves behind 2 children and loved ones all over the world who will never forget him.
The biggest thing that we're struggling with right now is not even knowing where his body is. So that closure of just being able to know, and this is so hard to take.
The family has been reaching out to government officials to see if they can help them figure out where Jimmy's body is. Jessica Guay, KDKA News.